Shots fired. UMass may be the underdog in Saturday's season opener against Boston College, but the Minutemen made a strong statement earlier this week covering the iconic statue of Doug Flutie outside Alumni Stadium in a UMass jersey. It's being billed as the battle for the Bay State, but calling BC UMass an in-state rivalry is a bit of a stretch, squaring off less than 10 times in the last 3 decades. But both programs are looking to change that, signing on for a 3-game series in as many years and hoping that some big-time competition could raise the interest in college football across New England. Tiger Stadium holds 92,000 fans cheering for or against the Bayou Bengals. Bryant-Denny boasts a capacity north of 101,000. It's life in SEC football, a conference with a network operated by ESPN dedicated to its athletes. Big money programs playing in front of big crowds. And the fire ignites across the country on Saturday, the same day Boston College plays UMass in Foxborough. While New England college football registers mere blips on the radars of most local sports fans, it's not without its contributors to the game Americans love to love.
Look, Chip Kelly coached in New Hampshire, for crying out loud. Now he's the flavor of the year with the Philadelphia Eagles, and we see what he's doing offensively. There are a lot of really good football minds that are at these institutions, good principled people. There's just not enough notoriety to get people to invest in them and care.
Local college football programs have had their moments. Matt Ryan taking Boston College to number 2 in the polls, UConn making it to the 2011 Fiesta Bowl. But they haven't sustained the success that's necessary to build a vast, dedicated fan base. BC lost Matt Ryan to graduation, and then head coach Jeff Jagodinski left soon after. Randy Edsall departs UConn for Maryland, and then the Huskies get shut out of the ACC.
I think consistency, I think keeping a coach would help so that people understand what they're going to get. I think UMass is in a very good position with Mark Whipple because he's in his 50s. He went to the NFL. He was an offensive coordinator at Miami, and he understands what UMass can be, and hopefully he will be here for a while. And I think the commitment has to come from those institutions.
2014 marks just the 3rd season of FBS play for UMass in the Mid-American Conference, which the Minutemen will leave after the 2015 season for a yet-to-be-determined, quote, more suitable conference. Head coach Mark Whipple returns after departing in 2004, making stops with the Steelers, Eagles, and Browns. His Minutemen will play 2 of 6 home games on campus at McGurk Stadium. The remaining 4 will take place at Gillette Stadium, where his team practiced last week.
When you see the pictures, we certainly would like to have bigger crowds, and we got to do our job on a football field, but the only negative is the other coaches in the MAC had said to me, boy, their players love playing here. So that's a double-edged sword.
Still in its FBS infancy, UMass must play at the home of the New England Patriots to draw big conference competition, even in-state Boston College. Perhaps a boost to college football in New England could come from regional rivalries, though BC UMass isn't one yet.
We would like it to be. It's certainly, it's not an easy game for us, but it's at least an easy travel, and UConn, we'd like to play those people. I think it's great for our fans in New England and compete at the high level.
A compelling rivalry may be a ways down the road, but Eagles second-year head coach Steve Addazio, who won 2 national titles as a member of Florida's coaching staff, says there is a way to the hearts of New Englanders. Earn it.
You have to become a part of that fabric. You've got to win consistently, bring the fans back, and then hold it there, and then also realize that you need to work to keep that fan experience great, and really got to compete for that dollar, for that interest, for that time slot. You got to compete. That's the way it is.
Fitting blueprints are held by the Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins, and Celtics, the professional teams whose well-documented runs of success since 2001 have captivated the region. And Addazio says the college football fan is there for the taking.
When people say to me, this is a pro town, it is. But the number 1 sport in America right now is pro football, and the number 2 sport is college football, and that's not any different right here. So there are thousands and thousands and thousands of college football fans that love it and live and die for it right here in the greater Boston area. So we need to put a good product up. We need to appeal to that.
It may seem like a tall order, reaching the level of popularity of the teams in the South and the Midwest, but maybe that shouldn't be the goal.
If you look at it and say, it isn't this, then you're never going to be able to embrace it. I think if people stopped comparing it to what it isn't, and looked at it for what it is and appreciate it, you can go and have a pretty good time.